One evening, two diesels surveyed the shed. "It's time, Paxman," said one, "that we took this railway over." "Shh, 199, it's their railway after all." "Not for long," persisted 199. "Our controller says steam engines spoil our image." "Of course we do," snapped Duck. "We show what frauds you are. Call yourselves engines? If anything happens, you care nothing for your train. You just moan here for a fitter. We bring it home, if only on one cylinder." "Nothing," boasted 199, "ever happens to us. We are reliable." Vulgar noises greeted this. "How rude," said 199. "You asked for it," growled Paxman. "Now be quiet and get some rest." Next day, Henry was rolling home tender first. "I'm a failed engine," he moaned. "I lost my regulator. Driver says it's jammed wide open and he can't mend it till I'm cooled down. However," he went on, "I've got steam, and driver can use my reverser." He reached a signal box and stopped, whistling for a road. Opposite of the box, on the upline, stood Diesel 199 with a mixed train. The signalman came out. "For pity's sake, take this spam cam away. It's failed. The limited is behind, and all he does is wail for his fitter." "Spam cam," fumed Diesel 199. "Stow it," snapped the signalman, "or I'll take my tin opener to open you. Now then." 199 subsided at his dreadful threat, and Henry pulled the train out of the way, but the diesel didn't help. He just sulked. The limited rushed by with a growl and a roar. Henry gave a chuckle. "Look, Spam Cam," he said. "There's your little pal." The diesel said nothing. He hoped that Paxman Diesel hadn't noticed. He was right. Paxman Diesel had troubles of his own. He was cross with his coaches. They seemed to get heavier and heavier. He roared at them, but he did no good. Paxman's engine had failed. The brakes were already leaking on. While he passed Henry, he struggled on for half a mile before brought to a halt, growling furiously, unable to move a wheel. "Well, well, well, did you hear what the seaman said?" "Now the joke's on them," chuckled Henry. "Moving two dead diesels in for trains?" said his driver thoughtfully. "That's no joke for a failed engine. Do you think you can handle it?" "I'll have a good try," said Henry with spirit. "Anyway, that diesel's better than old Spam Can. He did try and shut him up last night." "Come on, then," said his driver. "We mustn't keep the passengers waiting." "Get moving, you!" Henry puffed sulkily. Henry puffed the sulky diesel into motion and started the rescue. Henry gently buffered up to the express. While the two drivers talked, his fireman joined his front brake pipe to the coaches. "It's better than we thought, Henry," said his driver. "The diesel can't pull if we keep the brakes off, so the only weight we'll have is Spam Cam's goods." "Whoosh," said Henry. "That's a mercy." He was, by now, feeling rather puffed. "Are you ready?" "Yes, I am," whistled Henry. So, with the diesel growling in front, and Henry gamely puffing in the middle, the long cavalcade set out for the next station. Edward and Gordon were waiting. They cheered as Henry puffed past. He braked the coaches thankfully. Spam Cam and his train trailed far behind. The passengers buzzed out like angry bees, but Sir Topham Hatt told them about Henry, so they forgot to be cross and thanked Henry instead. They were thrilled too. When going back down on the train, if the guard hadn't tactfully shooed them to their coaches, the train would have started later than ever.
Edward?
Please return 199 to the other railway immediately, ordered Sir Topham Hatt. I will write my views later. Henry and the Diesel went away together. I'm sorry about last night, ventured the Diesel. That's alright, you did shut 199 up, and, said the Diesel ruefully, made a fool of myself today too. Rubbish! A failed ejector might happen to anyone. I'd lost my regulator. You failed? Exclaimed the Diesel. And yet... His voice trailed away in admiration. Well, said Henry, emergency, you know. Trains must get through. The Diesel said no more. He had a lot to think about.